Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tub Talk. This is going to be episode 8. This is Viz.
That's Sable. Sorry, I was trying to think of a clever. This is all going to be about hate, episode 8. But no, not like that.
Not like that. It's going to be a little bit of both.
8's going to be great.
There you go. That's better.
Frosted Flakes.
It's going to be Frosted Flakes.
You're great in that.
Oh my gosh, Toby the Tiger. Wait, we might get copyrighted for that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Nobody watches. Anyway,
Horrible impersonation.
Only people that care listen. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about a few things. First off, we had some comments from the last one. Wanted to know my thoughts on Panda Pool from Scrappy. And I think he is what he needs to be. Animations are cute. I love the fact that he pulls out the bazooka. The rolling around like a panda does is hilarious. His little close-up on the screen, I think, is great too. Like, hey, watch this real quick. You know, it turns around and does this.
Look what I can do.
Yeah. And he's a big old tanky tank, like he's supposed to do. It's lots of buffs.
I love where he pulls the bamboo out of.
Pulls bamboo out of his ass. I know she showed me that. I was like, what the hell?
It is prison wallet.
Prison wallet. There you go. Prison pocket. But yeah, he does pretty good damage. He tanks pretty dang well. I have met Fortifier. She has a striker, so she can have Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I like him. I like the animations. I like the way he works. I like that he's a tank. I mean, he's your big panda. Kind of makes sense with bazooka and whatnot that he does some AoE damage. I originally thought Raider on him because of the fact that like every attack is doing some adjacent or everybody. But I think I kind of like keeping him in Fortifier even as a star up. I think he's going to be brutal as he gets tougher. Because I used him in Crucible, Cabal, and hit against, who was it? I think I went against Infinity Watch or something. No, it was a little harder than that. I can't remember. Maybe it was Darkhold. But anyways, wrecked him pretty good, and it was Panda Pool and Leader at the end on my team, and it was punched out pretty good too. So what do you think about Panda Pool?
They're a lot of fun. I've only got to use them a couple of times. Crucible, they were broken, so I only had Death Pool left by the end of the level. But in War, they were cool. I punched down just for shits and giggles on an infest. They did pretty good.
Yeah, so little thing here about Sable. So she's not going to put them on defense yet because they're not big enough. Because all of her defensive teams have to be big, hairy schlongs that wang around and slap people across the face.
2 million.
Yeah.
And they're this low, they're too easy to counter, and
she doesn't want to deal with all that.
I'd rather play with her.
Yeah. I have mine on defense. Mine's 2.4 mil.
Yeah, see, I didn't go try hard and max it. Well, I mean, I guess technically maxed out.
My Deadpool's been 3 diamonds for a while now.
Yeah.
So.
And I didn't. I just diamonded my Deadpool.
Well, no, I pulled that.
I waited.
I was lucky. Then, I have, 2.4 mil.
I slow rolled and did maybe like $1 million a day on Deadpool to get him up to 90, 95, I think is where he's at now.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage now. It's nice.
Yeah.
He's like
super cheap.
He's one of my top tunes as well as like power. It's crazy.
What did I say? Maybe 10 total pieces away from he could theoretically be my first 19 tune.
Yeah. Because I have him at 18. I don't have any 19 pieces put on him, like even none of the like low cost ones. But yeah, he's
orange gear, purple gear.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't equip any.
I equip everything.
I'm at 457, I think is what he's at. 457K. So yeah, he's a big boy. Like,
I'm glad he's finally getting his day to shine because they were a pretty good team back in the day. I'm like, dude, you can't kill Deadpool. How does he not have a revive, like 100% chance to revive mechanic just as standard kit?
Yeah.
Like, unless he's killed by something specific, he shouldn't be that easy to kill.
Right. No, I totally agree.
But
And even with, I don't know I don't know if there's a way they can dodge the revive mechanic. But if anybody were to dodge the revive mechanic, I think it'd be Deadpool. So I wish they would have put something like that in there. Like revive cannot be blocked.
Yeah, or make them more comic accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
But then if they did that with a lot of other teams, it would be, you know, you wouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell of fighting them.
Right.
Which basically they've done that now with Mephisto. Like, you have to. Luckily, I don't have any in my arena shard yet.
Yeah. You will. You will. We got 2 silly in our alliances. He's got Mephisto in his shard. Needs a newer player. Compared to us, you know, days played.
I got some of those big dogs in my top arena. So.
Yeah.
A couple of onslaughts, a couple of stormtroopers, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Super Troopers.
Used to be Wakanda, but they keep switching alliances.
All of them do. All of them switch alliances, switch up the names, you know, get hairy, heavy. You're not spending enough. You gotta be, you're not playing enough. You can't be in our alliance anymore. Yeah, true.
Well, now with these way these raids are, yes, they're redoing the raid rewards. So now you only need like 70% to get complete to go to the next, which is fine, and then 100% gives you bonus. But now with the way they changed the orbs, you don't even get 1 orb a raid.
And that's our segue.
Nearly enough raid credits to even open one of those. Like, it was, I don't know whose idea it was, and I don't know why, if it was ran by anybody that
that's
they would.
That's my point, Jeff.
Were like, this is stupid. They can't figure out how to get open all orbs back, so they just increased everything times 10. Well, okay, that's all well and good, but I'm sitting on 14,000 elite or epic teal gear frags that I can't open because you now need 20,000 credits to open 1 orb. It gives you roughly 10% the value of it did before.
Okay, so let's rewind this. Let's go one subject at a time, because wife just pretty much vomited all over the subject. So the first thing is rates. They decided to lower their percentages, but up and having another percentage marker. So now they do 10, 40, 70, and 100 in order to get rewards. Instead of what it was before, which was 30, 50, and 100, 30, 60, and 100, 30, 70, and 100, depending on where you were, 40, 70, and 100. Now they're going to be 10, 30 or 10, 40, one of the two, 70, and 100. So with those, they did that. We still are only getting, right now, at the tier 2, we're just going to call it tier 2, not the percentage. At the tier 2 unlock, which will be tier 3 coming up, but the tier 2 unlock right now only gives us 25k of one type of orb. It only gives us like 12 point something k
of the epic.
In the epic, is it 12 or is it 1.2?
It was 12.
12, so 12k. 12k the epic. So, and they're keeping those the same. They're just dropping the percentage down from 100 to whatever, I think. That's what they're doing. But anyways, what that used to get us is, for 25k, we got 12 orbs. For the the 12k, we got 6 orbs.
And then we got 60 of the regular teal gear.
Right. And then we got 60 of the regular teal, so that was 30 orbs. And then we got the crimson gear with ours. We got 12 orbs in the one and 1-ish in the other, because we were doing the 2.2. So 1-ish in the other one. Well, now, because they know better than all, they decided to up all those. But here's the thing. They're going to put 10 times the amount of raid stuff in the orbs, right? So our orb drops on uniques are going to be a higher percentage, because you said in each orb it's going to be 1 unique.
I think so, yeah.
So we're getting, out of 10 orbs, we're getting 10 uniques. Mm-hmm. Well, what it was before, their 1 orb is equal to 10 orbs before. Price-wise, their 1 orb is not equal to 10 orbs before. It doesn't seem.
No.
So,
and they cost 4,200 for the regular. Then it was 12 and 20K raid credits to open them if you don't have any and you want to spend raid credits.
Right, which they never had that before. They never had the ability to open them straight up.
Which nice. Okay. But you're getting maybe, if you do all your nodes and whatever, you're getting maybe 8,000 to 9,000 raid credits per orb. Per raid.
Per raid. And how many orbs is that to open, babe?
Not even one.
Not
unless
even
it's
one.
Regular teal orbs.
So they up the amount. They make it so that you can't get them unless you do 2 days. So every other day. So we're not able to upgrade our characters every day. They're not upgrading the stuff in the raids. They're just upgrading the orb itself, making it cost more, but putting 10 times as much in there.
Well, approximately is what they said. We don't know.
So what it was before, if we opened 10 orbs, 10 of those orbs that have the uniques in them, if we did a 10 swap, we had the ability of getting 3 uniques. And when I've got 3 uniques in a 10 drop before, I mean, yeah, it was shield tech, hammer tech, and whatever the other, the chi in there, you know, crap ones. But I've got 3 before, the ballistic weave or one of those. But I've gotten 3 before. Now, no matter what in those 10, which is now 1 orb, we're getting 1 unique. We're getting 1.
Possibly. Yeah.
Instead of getting possibly 3. Possibly more, because you could get 1 in each orb if you got lucky. Because it was a % chance per orb.
Yeah, I think
now it's a guaranteed 1 per orb.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're actually getting less. So no thank you to that. You're getting less of the elites. No thank you to that, because it's going to be the same kind of percentage.
And even if they think this benefits like newer players, you don't get enough raid credits.
You're going to have so many raids.
You just don't.
Yeah, and with like the way they're spitting out events and the way they're spitting out these new content and stuff, people are in with characters. So if every 4 raids I'm able to unlock, say, 4 orbs, right? Or 2 orbs every 4 raids, and I'm opening them, getting 20, well, it was 20, and is now 2 orbs open, right? I'm getting that gear and I'm opening it up. Well, if I've got an event that starts in 3 days and I got to get this guy, how? Yeah, what am I going to do? Am I going to spend these raid credits that are like liquid gold now, because you need them not only for Green Goblin, which they finally, because you jinxed that. Thank you very much. Thanks for bringing that to the game. Appreciate it, wife. Because you called them out on it last time. But they brought Green Goblin Classic, and they made it the Elite raid credits you had to use.
They left that at the Elite, but they moved the other ones to regular.
And the other 2 go to regular. So now you got to choose between buying gear.
Yep. Crimson gear.
Getting an orb.
Yep.
Or getting the character passives.
Yep.
Rather than just what it was the elites. It was either that or that. That was it. It was either you got Black Cat or you got Nova. And then add Green Goblin to that, and then make Crimson Orbs that. That's cool. So now I can choose between a Crimson Gourd and Green Goblin Classic. I'm fine with that. But no. Now we got to choose between 4 different things.
Yeah.
And we got to choose between 4 different things now for the regular raid credits as well, which we're already being diminished on because, like you said last time, we're not getting as many per raid. So it's just that.
No, they did it.
They made it so excited, like, oh, we've upped it so much, and then like everybody's like, oh, that's great, thank you so much for upping in the raids. Everybody's excited. All these newer players are like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to get 10 times as much. You know, finally the teal gear is gonna start dropping. Oh, but we forgot to tell you we're gonna upcharge you 10% on, or 100% on that as well. 10 times, 1,000%.
Basically, every other day with a raid, you'll be able to open orbs.
Yeah. Versus every day you had 4 to open.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
I mean, anybody who hoarded all those raid orbs, I just opened them because I needed the
It doesn't matter. If you hoarded them, now they're all half as much.
They are half as much, because you had 300. Now you have...
They're a tenth.
Yeah.
Now you have 30.
Yeah.
Instead of 300, now you have 30.
But they're supposed to contain 10 times the amount.
Yeah, but they don't give us 10 times the amount of uniques.
Yeah.
Where before, if I open 300 orbs before of uniques, and I've done it before, and I put it on there with the Discord showing people. I opened 300 of them, and we got 46 uniques out of 300 orbs. Yeah, it was none of the ones we needed because we needed the osmonium. Yeah. But we got like 46. right? Or we got 32 in one. We got 46 in one. We got, I think it was 35 in another. Well, those are all above 30. Now you're getting 30 locked in. Getting 30. So I have no chance of getting above that.
Yeah, this was a very bad move.
They made it seem like it was the greatest thing ever, but getting 10 times as much, not telling us it's going to cost 10 times as much.
Yeah.
That's like the cable company saying, "Hey, you know what? Next month we're going to give you 1,000 more channels, but we're going to charge you 4 times as much."
Yeah, but you don't know that until after you get your bill.
Yeah.
Because that's what they basically did.
That's what they did. Yeah.
They said, "Oh, this is coming," and I don't remember seeing pricing.
Yeah.
What they were going to cost.
Nope. And then it pops out, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
I'm sorry, I had 300 orbs. I should have still 300 just because you changed the amount of currencies required to open them.
And then they showed this picture of the Green Goblin thing, and I was like, "Oh, cool! He's going to be in there as well." But no, he's the elite still.
Yep, he's still the elite.
Sorry, we're not going to be that easy on you. Nope, you got to choose.
We held him hostage for months.
So now this is all hiding the bigger fact of this. And the bigger part of this is they can't get their game to fix.
Nope.
So when we got the ability to open unlimited, open all, and we were wondering why all of a sudden the game is crashing all the time. Now we know.
Yep.
Because guess what's not happening anymore? The game's not crashing anymore. I haven't had a game crash since they took those orb open all things out of there. I haven't had a problem with it crashing. And I'm running 4 instances of BlueStacks at a time on my computer. I'm running on my tablets, on my phone. No issues with any of them since. So now what do? Well, now they're going to put 10 times as much in one orb, so instead of opening 10, you're opening 1.
Yep. So it's less, it only has to
so if
be
I'm
the
opening them all, I'm
ones.
probably opening 30.
Yeah.
That's 300 that it used to be. If I open 100, that's 1,000 the way it used to be. And that's why they're doing it. They're doing it to make it so that they don't have to do work on the other end. Not realizing that it's actually punitive towards us because we looked forward to having those gold drops on the side to give us extra uniques.
Right? 20,000 for an epic one.
20,000.
That's 3 raids.
Is it 3 raids?
Well, if you're averaging 8,000 a raid.
Oh yeah, that's 3.
2.5. I mean.
Now that's raid credits. You go by that?
Yes.
So we get 8,000 raid credits a raid.
You get 7,000 to whatever,
plus
depending
the
on where
nodes.
you finish. Plus, 200 a node.
And then they're taking away the Kama and all those raids.
Which those give you per node, the raid credits, but
Correct.
not in the rewards.
But not in the rewards. And they're going to replace it with some shitbang raid that we're only going to be able to do a few
That's probably not even going to give you
nodes.
raid credits.
But we're only going to be able to do a few nodes anyway,
Yeah.
so we're not going to be, zipping through like we are with the Greek raids. Leave the Greek raids up. Add the other raid to it with a different currency. You've done it before. You did it with the Gambit raids. We had a different currency. You do it with all these stupid campaigns that you put out with different currencies.
Yep.
Just put it as a different raid currency. Add it to the timer thing that we said already. It shouldn't be that difficult. And if it is that difficult, your coding is really shit.
Or your coders are crap, but they can't figure it out.
There's a lot of people who do a lot of games. And there's a lot of people looking for jobs probably that do a lot of games.
Oh, yeah.
Put yourself out there. It shouldn't be that hard.
I wouldn't think so. But it's just like, plus these events with incursion energy. When are we going to start getting that at refreshes?
Well, when are we? Yeah, exactly. The
Like,
incursion
you want
energy.
us to spend it for
When is it going to be
events,
120 instead of 60?
Right? When are you going to fix that shit?
Well, it doesn't need to because we already got maxed out anyways.
No, but for newer players, I know.
For newer players.
It's a joke for anyone
I'm
to
just
have
saving.
to
I'm just
spend it.
doing. So, by the way, you guys, what I'm doing every time when we don't have an event going. So, if an event's going, I'm going all the 50s into the event or whatever currency they're asking us to do, campaign, ISO, or incursion. And then when there's not an event, I'm doing what we have to do. So, campaign energy is 600 a day, and then I'm doing the 50 cores all the way up to the 100. Stop at the 100, and then I'm banking the rest. And for incursion rates, because it maxes anyways, I'm just doing 150 spin every day. 150. That's it. Just adding it to it every day. And I think I'm at like 400 of my incursion rate energy. Because there's not a point in spinning it. There's no point for a normal player to spin it. For a mid and above game to spin intrusion
I only have a
rate
couple
energy.
that I can actually use. Good luck getting the 7 red on the tune.
The gold that you get from it is minuscule. You don't get power cords. You don't get gear that's worth a shit. You get what? Red star orbs that we don't need because we got everybody at 7 anyways.
Red silver promos.
Silver promos.
I got
What
over
we do?
10K
I have a
of
shit ton of those. We had dark dimension credits. I mean, yeah, those would be nice, but they're a random drop. If you made them guaranteed, maybe I'd be more apt to spend on those things. But they're not. They're a random drop, and I hardly ever get them because I don't have very many. If I was a spinner and I had like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 dark dimension credits, I guarantee you those things would drop every goddamn time.
Oh, probably. Once you have every tune maxed out, they're probably
Because we know there's an algorithm built in.
Oh, yeah.
We know that there is. There has to be. If there's not, they're not smart they're not smart programmers, so I guess maybe not. There might not be an algorithm. Think about it, just proving my point. But yeah, so that whole debacle, they made it sound like it was a good thing. Sell, sell, sell. Oh, this sounds wonderful. But too good to be true is like the name of the game. And they did it again.
Yeah. I really hope that when they redo these raid rewards to do those new tiers, that they up what you're getting. They said it'll be a substantial boost for 100%ing or something.
And that's ridiculous. I don't want to force my players to go 100% these stupid raids.
Yeah.
Because if it is a substantial boost, guess what we're going to do? We're going to drop down a raid.
Yeah. Well, and those that are finishing them 100% daily don't need the shit.
No, they don't
Stop
care.
giving it to them.
They're just doing it because they're fucking greedy ass selfish motherfuckers. That's the reason
Like,
why
I
they're
don't
doing it.
understand it. Those top players, those whales and krakens, stop kissing their ass. They don't need it.
No, they don't need it.
They don't need that shit.
Nope.
The rest of your player base does that you're burning out and frustrating and pissing off to where they don't want to recommend this game
Well, that
or
stuff,
even continue to play it.
you're basically giving John Holmes a penis pump. Like, here you go. Just pump that sucker up. We know you already got a full 11, but, might as well go bigger, right? Here you go, Ron Jeremy.
It's
Give it a pump.
ridiculous.
It's stupid.
I'm still not even at the monthly piece for Penny. I just unlocked her today because I got a lucky 13 drop in my last 3 ores.
Penny, the account that I've spent the second lowest ISO energy, I unlocked Penny on today. The second lowest ISO energy of my 5 accounts, unlocked Penny today. I am 10 plus away on every other account. Shards. How does that make any sense? Or as the kids these days would say, make that make sense.
Right? And we're wasting all this stuff on ISO energy when there's an alliance-based event for ISO energy coming up in like a week. And you're having people core all this shit, and there's a power core
There's a
event coming up.
power core event coming up. Yeah, you showed me that, because I should probably stop my power cores.
And it's a web one, so who knows how many you're going to have to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Which hopefully, I think it's around the time Bakken comes out, so they're going to want people to core him, but
Who's
that
the core
won't be
event
happening.
for?
It's a web milestone, it doesn't say.
So it's
Just
probably
that.
for Panda Pool.
No idea.
That sucks.
Yeah.
All these players that are right now trying to do the ISO for Penny because Penny's a raid team
Yeah.
that you
And you
need
need her,
because
especially
they
for
these
these
stupid
next,
raids.
yeah.
So they give you that FOMO.
And the
so
orbs
you're
are trash.
pouring like
and-
crazy.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, there's painting people into a corner, and it's not a good look. Lay off. Lay off.
Yeah, I don't know how many more people have to quit or step down or take a break or whatever. But
Make the
clearly-
events easier, man. Make those unlockable milestones at the end once you get to 100%, that if the spinners want to spend, they can see it. I don't want to see it. I want to get all my shit in the regular milestones, and then when I hit that last one, I want to be done. I don't want the bonus
I want
ones.
the other event campaigns back. These showcase things are garbage.
Yeah, they are garbage.
They're complete and utter, like, I unlocked her. I didn't even put anything into her and went and finished the nodes to at least finish that stupid story mode.
Oh yeah, I got to do that on
But
that
then you
account.
have to have them at 4 if you want to start the next one.
Yeah, you're not getting there at
And-
4 stars.
Oh,
No
hell
way.
no. that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. Since they've been bought by the Saudi Arabian company, it's just
Well, since they try to
more
change
and more
things up.
greed and.
Stop trying to change things up. The old worked fine.
But people weren't happy with Blitz releases.
Nobody's going to be happy
like,
with everything. You can't please
right?
100% of the people.
And now you're forcing us to blitz 8 rotations a day around the clock.
Yeah, people don't understand. You're doing the same shit, just in different modes.
No character shards, no nothing. Like,
nope.
For a
no
random drop of blitz credits.
Blitz credits, that's random.
That'll lead you to a milestone that leads you to another milestone that helps with the monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either. And it's all based on RNG, which is not fair to the newer players, and it's not fair to the older players either, the Krakens. It's not even fair to them, the RNG aspect of it. Because if you spend good hard money, you expect to get a certain thing. And when you do it and those orbs don't give you those things, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
If it's dropping 2 shards of this stupid robot chick every time I'm getting the orb, why would that make me happy?
Well,
if I'm somebody that's wanting to buy these things.
And apparently the Free Claim Friday, they put the wrong orb in it. It was her original orb, which was no longer in game. So they had to turn it back on.
Of course.
Because it was supposed to be an event orb, or who knows which way they screwed it up. But yeah, so they turned those back on, so then people could core her more today.
Oh yeah, that's a big accident. They make it seem like an accident, so people spin their cores again.
Oh, hey,
and then they release it at the same
event.
time. Yeah, core event's coming up. They do it every time. They did it with Peter B. Parker. All of a sudden, it's 4 shards per orb. So people went real quick and tried to spend all this stuff to get those orbs. They call it accidents, but it's not. It's every single time. It's on purpose. People gotta understand it's on purpose. There's a reason behind it.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind it. They're not that dumb. They seem like they're dumb, but they're not that dumb. They're maniacal.
Yeah.
Just play the way you want to play. Hopefully they change some of this shit so that it's easier. But you know what? If you can't get it released on the event, it's going to be in the strike of the battle pass, or you're going to get it within 6 months.
Well, and they keep just moving the goalposts further and further, and...
But that's the thing.
Just...
We've talked about this a million times. Everybody looks as there being a goalpost. There doesn't have to be a goalpost. It's a hero collector game. Collect your heroes, have fun with them.
Yeah.
If you look at a goalpost, yeah, it's going to get further and further away because some people spend a shit ton of money.
Well, I look at the goalpost as the monthly event piece. If I can easily obtain that piece. So far, I'm like still 10,000 points.
I only think there's been 2 months that I haven't completed the monthly piece, and that's with all accounts. The monthly piece seems to be okay to get. There was the one event was super hard, and we were gone on vacation. Is when I
it was
complained
an
at
alliance
Steven.
event we missed out on.
Yeah.
And then you missed out on the Blitz one.
Yeah, the Blitz one. That's what it was. I didn't get that, and then there was another one that was it was one of my lower alliances, and we weren't able to get it.
We've missed out on some points, and then that didn't finish the monthly event.
But I think we've always got the monthly points in the events, at least, even the alliance ones.
Yeah.
We never missed those
it was
because
just
our
one
alliance
that it
is
was
awesome.
so out of sight that
Well, it wasn't
put the last 25k shards.
Yeah, it was
on
shards.
Like the last month milestone.
Yeah, it was shards. It wasn't milestone points, though. That's the thing.
No, it was milestone points. It was. It was for the leader monthly event. It was 25k or something, and that's what everybody was short. And we're like, how are we gonna finish this? And luckily, they realized they didn't put enough in there to account for people missing 1 or 2 throughout the
and we
month.
ended up getting it.
And they did. They gave us.
Oh, well, then
bonuses.
that's not the same then.
That was to finish the monthly, but we still.
Yeah. No, but our alliance is awesome. Like, these guys try. They do well. They do well. Well, we might have a couple people slack off here and there, but life has its way of throwing little freaking wrenches and everything. So, which, speaking of which, so we got JCap and Muspelheim. He's still active, so that's good. Hopefully the military stuff's going well for him. If you're listening to this, say hi in the comments. Love to hear from you. He doesn't chat much in Muspelheim. He's just more getting in raids, some more attacks.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have time.
Probably not. It's a good thing about that war, though, because the war's there at midnight versus ours are at 6 p.m. Well, our time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's like 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern for the other one. But he gets back to base, and that's when he gets his internet time, so the war's on there, so it's actually perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So he can actually play it 2 nights.
Yeah, and he's not missing out on anything like Kiri was missing out on because he couldn't join things.
Right. So yeah, it works, because with our war, you have that 1 night to get it, and if you don't get it all in the 1 night, who knows what crazy stuff's there, whereas in Muspelheim you can do the beginning of the one war and the end of the war as well, because they're both at night. So it's a good thing there. So it's good to help him out, and he's a good dude. But I do have to say, when he does come back, I don't know how long he's going to be gone or whatever for that thing, but he better kick his ass in gear, because my alt account has been helping us get 100% every freaking better rated since he's been gone. So yeah, we weren't getting 100% when he was here. So you better kick it up a notch, because that shows you right there what the weak link was there, buddy. At least in raids. In war, my junior account's not as hefty as his is, that's for sure. But I still put in work, so it's whatever. I think I got 86, 87 million with that account last war. That's the highest I've ever got with that account. So,
yeah, you probably beat me because there was nobody attacking.
oh,
and
you only had like 50 something.
Yeah, because I had to take out 900k teams because nobody wants to hit low.
Well, that's what it was today.
So
we're starting
overbuilt.
off, we're looking at all these 600k teams in the flight deck. We're like, somebody's got to get in your help, because I'm not going to hit them all.
No.
It's not the way it's going to be. I'm not going to waste my teams on this. And then people are like, ooh, does anybody have that? No, because I don't have any more attacks left.
Yep.
Because I was busy using Bionic Avengers to blow up a 400k Marauders. You know, or my little wimpy 600k Infinity Watch to blow up some 300k new Avengers.
And then by the time you get down to the bottom and there's 3 and 4 million powered teams, and I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry guys.
Yeah, I already used all my attacks. Because
And
y'all
you can't
weren't helping
clear 'em,
out.
which I almost wonder if these alliances bank on that. They put their crap on D, and then they have all this epic on offense, so they can just board wipe us.
Absolutely. Well, and it also gets you more war season points that way.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing more damage on offense. So there's a lot of ways to cheat. Absolutely.
I wouldn't call it cheating. But
Yeah, it's strategery.
yeah.
Okay, we'll call it that. But yeah,
It's not cheating if you're playing the game.
it's true.
It's cheating when you have a cheat sheet, spreadsheet that tells you which teams to hit where because of which bugs.
Yeah, banking on bugs or knowing prior information is probably not a good thing, but being able to practice on war with war buffs also sucks, because we can't do it with normals. So, but you know, it is what it is. You can't really change that. We just play with what we got. And I think we do pretty well.
Yeah, considering, we're a top 100 and more, top 50 for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Most times. Maybe not this war season, because we had to fight that stupid, oh my god, we had to fight them 12. No, it wasn't Mad Titans, it's MS. Red Goblin. We had to fight them twice in the same war season. And they're really quick to attack. They had us board cleared by 10 a.m. the next day. And pretty efficient
The
too.
first time they board cleared by the time I got up.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking for targets. I'm like, okay, oh, damn, we're cleared. Never mind.
Yeah. So we did better this time. We held them a little bit. We had a little bit more defensive wins than the last time, but still a very efficient team. But I mean, when you're sitting, everybody's 60 to 80 million TCP, and you're fighting against people that are 40 to 60, it's a big difference. It's a big difference.
Yeah, even in Crucible, like somebody who's got a 30 million TCP, but they all have meta teams because they didn't have to build anything. They're technically a much bigger account than my 60 million.
Right.
Because 30 million of that is minions and low end.
Right. Yeah, I guess you can't really take TCP into the equation very much anymore. With war, more so than Crucible. Because in Crucible, you're building 12 teams.
Yeah.
In war, you're going to have to build 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's twice as many. So if you focus all offense and nothing on defense, then your team's going to be a little weak somewhere. If you focus all defense and not so much offense, then your team's going to get a little bit more of an advantage because they're going to be slowing down the other team a little bit more. So it's really finding that sweet spot in the middle, who's what and what's who, where you're going to be. And I think that's where we're sitting right now, why we're kind of cranking it out a little bit. We've got 8 people, I think, that really work on defense as much as they do offense. And then, we've got the other 16 that just focus on hitting stuff on offense. And it's appreciated. Everybody has their strengths, so.
Yep, I stopped building my defense and started working on the offense, but now I've built it to the point where I'm punching down on everything I have to hit.
Yeah.
The last few wars.
Yeah.
This war I got to punch up on some hive minds, but
You only want to do so much too, because you don't want to feel like you're wasting gear.
yeah.
And I would rather punch up and get a win than punch across and get a win.
Yeah.
And then where to find that sweet spot. There's a couple this war so far that were just a little bit out of my reach. If I would have put 5 more gear levels, I probably would have been okay. But being stingy, and I really wanted to hit it, and it was just a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a standstill because I'm like, oh, what do I build? So I got to get my Cabal up to 14 for the pocket dimension.
You mean 16? Because 14 is
Yeah.
not going to be enough. Not even close to be enough. All you that think 14 is going to be enough, no, it's not. Don't bank on that.
You'll need 16, probably even 18 to pass the boss node.
I mean, you could be 14 if you're 7-7,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you're
The more
7-7,
stars you have on them, the less you can do.
yeah. 14 might be okay if you're 7-7, but if you're normal and you're 4 to 5 stars, you might want to up that a couple gears.
I mean 4 because we can't get them to 5 because we need them at 5 for Old Man Logan.
Oh, I have them at 5.
I don't.
I didn't buy them. So, I mean, you can. It's just a matter of using your resources, and we all know how stingy you are, Mrs. 5,000 T4s.
Every tune I use is maxed out. If I don't need them, I don't put a T4 on them. Elena has no T4s. Red Guardian might, but like.
See, mine all do. I got them on almost everybody. Because I like to play around with them to see what they do. Oh, that one looks fun. Put it on there. I don't think I have any on my. Oh, yeah, I do. Sorry, my aim. I do. I have T4s on my aim minions. Because I was being stupid with them for a little while, and actually they get me wins in war. And they're around 900k. Like, yeah, that was fun. So I actually had some T4s on them, especially Monstrosity, to get the offense up before he attacked rather than after. That was a biggie. And then I think Graviton with its extra damage on his basic for the number of debuffs, I think is what it was. One of those. But yeah. Anyhow, those of you listening, appreciate it. And it's about time for us to get out, so it's about time for us to sign off. Please leave comments. We'd love having comments at the end to be able to respond to. I do look and listen and reply to each and every one. Sometimes just with a thumbs up or a heart, but a lot of times it's with text as well. But yeah, anything you would like to say in the comments, anything you'd like to bring us up or bring up in the future, please do. Oh, and by the way, I'm drinking a Swipe Right by a local cider brewery. It's a cherry tart cider. That's what I was drinking tonight. Wife is having
Root beer.
Root beer. She's having beer too. It's just of the root variety. It's mug root beer. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and please let us know what you'd like to hear. And
thanks, Vander, for all your support. You're always like the first to comment, first to like.
Yeah, it's like a race between Vander and Trucker, which is Scrappy Doo.
Yep.
It's kind of a race between
They
those two.
want to know what tea we're going to be spilling.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah, maybe one of these days we'll just like, blah, but we'll see.
Get some verbal diarrhea and just.
Yeah, it depends on how many of these Swipe Rights I have. I only have one, it's probably not a problem. If I have 3 or 4, might get a little lubricated and grease up the old mouth muscles and
Tell it like it is for once.
yeah. But until then, thank you very much. We appreciate every one of you that are listening in, and please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Talk to you later. Peace.